Hey, I'm not very good at promoting, so I've recorded this a lot. If you don't like this Uta Playmat design, please feel free to skip ahead. If you do like this Uta Playmat design, feel free to DM me on X and we'll work out the details. Thank you. Okay, so recording a couple games here today. Going to be doing Mono Red Uta. Continuing along with all of my Uta videos. I try to play all of them. Mono Red is easily the toughest, but I'm going to try this time to get a couple wins. I'm just going to be hitting quick match. Just going to show you the ones that are really good. Obviously, we know it's a bad leader, so I'm just going to show you what is, best case scenario. All right. This is kind of okay, but also not really. We'll keep. This is what we want. We want this guy to cheat out like our vanillas, obviously, because of leader ability. But I also kind of just need to smack this guy in the face a couple times. So we're gonna see. Playing this Frankie might not be bad, only because he's going to have Gum Gum Giants and ramp cards, but I want to prioritize getting him down to 0. I am running 4 Rogers, so I don't mind going to 0 life, because there's 1. And next turn we'll use Rush Zoro to kind of get out. Nice. So we'll use Rush Zoro next turn to get 2 swings in. Ooh. Alright, well. I can't really get out of that. So we just swing 1, poke a little bit. That is the downside though, when they hit you with the pudding because of the mirror. So the only problem I'm gonna have is if he drops this 9 mom, you know what I mean? It's not gonna be great for me. I do have a dragon though, so we've got some pressure coming here. I kind of want to counter out of this, but he's gonna hit me with 9. Yeah, we're gonna have to take that one and counter out of that one. And he disconnected. Interesting. Yeah, he didn't have enough to protect. I mean, I was going up to 9, so I would have been 8. He could have gotten out with 1 Gum Gum Giant. But yeah, and then, okay. That sucks for him. It's a win though, we'll take. Okay, we've got a Gurple Luffy. I don't know if I want to go first or second anymore. Probably second still. Alright, this works. That's perfect. Now we just need a dragon to turn after Zoro. Alright, Rush Zoro. At least we'll get some couple swings off on this turn. Alright. Depending on what he does, we might defend this. Zoro Joro. Okay, we'll defend it. Yeah. So we get 2 5s to poke. That's pretty good here. And then we will hit him with the 7. Chunked him down pretty fast. I don't think we need to defend this. We might defend this. Definitely not this one. But he might not swing into this since there's another target. He does have a lot of Dawn though. Yeah. He could do another 6 if he wants. We're swinging higher. They're all frozen now. Interesting. Perfect. So I think what we do is, let's see, 3, that leaves me with 5. We'll go on 2. We'll swing 7. If I build a board, he has to go for it next turn to play safe. I know he's got one up for giant. All right. Does he have it though? There's giant. Yep. So he does. Okay. So I definitely am threatening lethal with this board next turn. He needs to answer it. I might. Oh boy. Not going to defend that one. I'll defend this one, but not this one. Whoa. I mean, that's fine. Honestly, I want him to swing into this. There we go. Top music is out. Ain't nothing you can do about that one, brother. Now I know. Ooh. Nah. So we swing 11. That's gonna force his other giant if he's got it. Yep. Out. Plus at least a 2K. He can't giant again, and that should be game. GG. That was pretty good. That was a good game. Alright, we've got another Blurple Luffy. I've decided to go first this time because I think in this matchup, I don't think it matters what your leader wants to do. I think it matters that you just hit him hard and fast, you know? Hard and fast. I think aggression is really the key. Monclays, ramps. We'll take that one. Okay. Right. He's up to 7. Let's go 2. 2. All right. 5. What's he play? Does he play the blocker here? He does play the blocker. Okay, that's fine. We're up to... We'll get 2 attacks out this turn, I think. So we'll do, what, 7 and 6? I mean, super easy for him to counter out of, but... Or is it 7-7? I don't know. I'm bad at math. 7-7. Yep. So we get some counter out of his hand. I think we'll let that go. No matter what he does. I think we let that go. We don't take that. That was bad. I forgot. Frankie's not a 2K. And the 9 moms start coming out now. And I think next turn we'll just swing big twice to force out the block or something. Or at least to take 1 life, you know? It's all I really want is to get this last life down to 0. Red rocks. Blockers. Perfect. We're hoping not for another 9 mom. He probably does, if I'm being honest. He probably hits another 9 mom here. Although we're really hoping he doesn't. Because we don't have the counter in hand to defend the Roger. Gotta let him go. Gotta let that guy go. Oh! That's perfect. Do I think he has it? Does he have it? He didn't have it. Wait, no, yes he did. Yes he did. He did not. He did not. Ooh. Whew, that was tough. Alright, I mean, we were going to drag it next turn, though. If he got out of that, that would have gotten... Yeah. That'd have been really good. He probably... I don't think he had another giant coming up from what I can see here. So we were good. Yeah. We probably would have survived, right? Maybe. But... Yeah. No, he still probably wins if he survives this turn. Because I don't have another... Looks like Roger for a while. I get a dragon out of life. The only chance I have is maybe to drop Rush Soros, attach 2, swing 7. He uses 2K or 2 1Ks to get out of that. No. Yeah, I don't know. We're getting way too deep. But I guess good game. Wait on him to choose his turn order here. All right. He chose to go second. We'll keep this. Keep this because I want to smack twice here. Let's see. I mean, what is brand new? No, that okay. It's good for me. I run like one blocker. What you want to do there, brother? Okay. I think I'm okay to defend the Zoro for this turn. And then just get 2 nice big attacks next turn. But I don't know. Oh. So he's gonna give this 2, so we'll go down to 3. Then he'll go up to 6. So I do not have... Okay, that's interesting. So he's gonna swing what? Fuck. He's gonna swing into this? I mean, yeah, that's smart. He swings 3 into 3. He swings 5 into 3. Yeah. Is this smart? Probably not. Yeah, I miscalculated that there. I mean, he's gotta let that go, right? Yeah. We'll just play out the vanilla Usopp. It'll be fine. He'll probably swing into it while it's active, so I'll lose it, and that's probably a bad play, and I should have just swung big into life. That's okay, that's what next turn is for. And then the turn after. Yeah, so he's just gonna... Yeah. What's he gonna do? -2. So he's just gonna swing into it with leader now. I don't think he realizes Habari can only swing it arrested because of leader ability. But he can swing into it with his leader and definitely clear it because I don't have any counter. Saves me a life, I guess, at least. He's losing 2 life next turn, though, right? Yeah, he's got to. If he doesn't, I'll take that all day. You can't do that. I don't know what he's thinking. Maybe he's new? Or at least new to Koby? I don't know. We'll find out. Oh, I can't even play dragon this turn. Oh, that kind of sucks. So 3, that'll give me 4, so we'll do... just to get that in. So we should be able to chunk him down a little bit here and then force him to clear the board, which is fine. Swing 6. And we'll go 7. Counters. 2. This is good. I mean, he should take that, right? Yeah. So the next turn, we hit him with the dragon. We let him clear. Can't defend anything, so that's fine. I don't know what he's doing. He could clear both of these pretty easily. He doesn't even have to attach any Dawn. But he doesn't know that. He doesn't know that I'm just going to let them go. Oh. He doesn't know. He should Helmeppo into... Oh, he doesn't have it in his trash. It wouldn't do him any good to bring anything from his trash out right now. So Helmeppo's kind of... not a wasted play, but I mean, he could establish the Koby if he's got it. Just put it on board. He's probably thinking, I have 4 cards in hand, I could defend this. Little does he know, 3 of them are bricks. I will defend it because I don't know what he's going to do. Bad play? Maybe. Helmeppo. Yeah, so he's going to swing into that now. Totally fine. Totally fine. But now it's going to force him to focus on this, right? Because he definitely doesn't want me to swing him with it. So he should swing with his Helmeppo here because he can attack characters. Ensuring that he gets it, yeah. Our hand sizes this game have both been pretty small. But I think that means that his 9 and 8 should go through pretty easily. 8 first. could potentially clear his board. But I don't want to. That's boring. I want to get him down to 0 life. There we go. Because I've got 4 life. I don't... Maybe he runs a dragon? I think I've seen one Koby do that. But I've seen a lot more Kobys not leaning into this as hard. And they're leaning way heavily into Gecko Moria. So this guy's kind of playing truer to the leader. Right? There's a good chance I don't get to save dragon. The math is not going to math correctly. I might force him to clear it by defending it, and then I drop this. Yeah, so his only way to clear it would be to swing with Helmeppo. Do I defend it? I think I have to. He can give himself the buff here. Right. Oh man, I just wish I had another counter card in hand. Because then I could ensure, like, if I just had another 1k in hand, I would ensure that dragon doesn't get cleared. Right? Because Helmeppo could only swing with 9. Come on. Gee, he sent his stuff to the bottom of the trash. He gives it to Bari. Okay. Interesting. So he gives her 7. So if he swings 7/7/7 at life, he loses. For sure. He has to stack this and swing here. But I have 2 cards in hand. He doesn't know they're both Rogers. But he has to clear the dragon or else he loses, because there's no way he can defend against both of these attacks. So my aggressive defending seems likely to have potentially paid off. Oh, Excalibur. Give up to 2 of your opponent's characters, -2,000. Then his Navy type characters up to 1,000. He clears it for sure. Although I don't know why he didn't just... yeah, no, that would have worked, because then he could have swung Koby into it for 7 too. So he would have 2 7k attacks instead. I could have countered out for shoots and giggles there, but... Right, like... Surely he's got 1k counter in hand. Yeah, he does. And that's GG. That was a good game. Huh. Well, the Rebecca wouldn't have mattered had he decided to play it there. Because I would have swung... He was at 0 life. He would have had to just take 1 block with Rebecca and then hope he could counter out of the other, which he wouldn't, right? Like, I'm swinging just 9 to get rid of the blocker. I might swing 10 to get rid of the blocker. But what I'm actually doing is dropping a Roger, then swinging. So Rebecca wouldn't have mattered, but he was in a tough spot. That was a good game. All right, so we're going over the deck list here. It's mono Red Uta, let's be real. It's not a good leader. Activate main once per turn. Rest 1 Dawn. Up to one of your characters without effects gains 2,000 power during this turn. So, like, early on, she was probably okay, like mid-tier, when there was a lot more vanillas and not as many good cards that you wanted to run. However, obviously, it's been 2 years. She's not good. However, there are ways that you see that you can win games. You just kind of have to be really aggressive. There was a ace that I was running, this promo ace, for just a couple games, right? The first game, I think. He's really cool to cheat out with Zoro, right? When people swing into this Zoro and he gets KO'd, or however he gets KO'd, right? You cheat out this ace, hoping that they don't remove it the same turn, right? you can then stack and swing on Ace for double attack, right? You can get a lot of value out of this. However, he's a brick, and it kind of hurts. So if you replace this brick with this Rush Zoro brick that is only 3 cost, you can get 2 attacks out if you're going first. Because ideally we want to go second, right? We want to go second here so that we can use highest peak to search for, let's say, our Zoro, our Dragon, or our Roger, and then or even a top Musica, right? Depending on what we have. But this highest peak will search just about everything in this deck except for this Zoro, right? And the 0 cost event. So it's not too big of a deal to have these at 2. It's not bad. It helps us get our top end because we want to be really aggressive. The problem is this deck does one thing, and it's aggression. And it doesn't even do it that well. But it does it well enough that you can cheat out some wins here and there. It's fun. It's not... You can kind of tell when you're about to get cooked. But it is fun, right? You know, you go second, you get your highest peak, you get your Zoro, you swing, let's say on 4 you swing 9, or if you have a Rush Zoro in hand, it's really good because then you get 2 swings, you get out a couple more cards. But against something like Purple and Gurple Luffy, I think it's probably better to just stack all Dawn and swing with Leader. So that's pretty good too, right? And then on 6 Dawn, you get Zoro, so you can play Leader, just swing 5 to poke. Then you stack, play this out, attach 2, gains Rush, and swing 7. Then there's a pretty good chance, if they think you're not running a lot of targets for this, that they don't swing. And he stays on board, which is okay. But ideally, if I'm being honest, you want him to die. Because you have this Frankie as a target, and this Luffy as a target, and this Usopp as a target. They're all vanilla cards, which means when they get played out, I can use Leader ability on them pretty easily, and that makes them all 8Ks, right? But this Usopp is new. He's OP11. He is a 2K counter, so that's pretty good too. So I try to keep him in hand if I can. And then I'm playing out these 2 more often if I need to. The Luffy vanilla and Frankie vanilla. But also, you know, let's say you play Zoro out on 6. You know, they swing in a Zoro, throw out a top Musica, and then Dragon on 8, you get 2 11K swings that turn, right? So like on turn 4, you're resting your Leader and swinging top Musica for 11. You're using Dragon Rush plus his own Dawn ability to give him himself 2 rested to swing 11. You're getting 2 11K swings, so there's a pretty good chance they may not be able to do anything with that. But like I said, in Blue Purple Luffy, playing this guy out might set you back if you can't get that life, because they're going to just lin. It's a hard matchup. It's really hard with this deck. It's hard with most decks against Blue Purple Luffy, but this one is really hard. It sucks. And then obviously you have the Roger, right? I don't say that we need to go down to 0 life, but it's not necessary that we stay super healthy if we have one of these in our hand. And we're running 4. We also have the Searcher. If it looks like we can pop a Roger on curve, great. Sometimes we don't. Just because if we can survive another turn to make sure we can get the Roger ability off, that's great. But sometimes, right, if you're both at 0, you play this Roger out and they've got a blocker, maybe like 4 cards in hand, they would need a lot of events or cards to get past 13K on the Leader swing, right? So they're going to have to use a blocker. And Roger just says that they can't. So Roger's a really good card for this, but just know he is a brick, obviously. He might sit in your hand, especially at 4. So the ratio could be worked on. We do have the 0 cost event to help balance this out, right? We have the Searcher that's a brick. We have 4 Rogers, 4 Dragons, and 4 Rush Zoros that are bricks. So these 0 cost events can come in handy, especially late game if you don't really want to play this Roronoa Zoro, the 3 cost rush one. You're playing your Dragons and your Rogers if you got them. You can use this guy as a target for the 3 cost event. However, there's a little bit of flexibility, I think, with the numbers here. You might be able to put Dragon down to 3. I would say no less than 3. You really want him on 8. You really want that aggression. It pairs really well with a Zoro KO into top Musica and Dragon. Roger can be probably gone down to 3 or 2. no less than 2, because you really do want to see Roger to potentially end the game. I think in one of these matches, or I was able to get the Roger ability off and win. But, you know, if you drop him less than 3, you really better have something that's good for that. This is not probably the final list, but this is about as good as I can get it right now. If you guys have any ideas on how to make Red Uta better, playing into like around this Zoro or around your top end or whatever, right? Let me know. I really want to play all of the leaders for Uta and make them viable, at least in a sense that is fun. I don't expect any of them to be top tier, except maybe Green. Green's pretty good. She's probably approaching A tier, if not already. But, you know, I like playing all of the Uta leaders. I think this leader has some potential. It just has to be unlocked the right way, you know? I think this is pretty good, though. This 2K coming in from OP11 is huge. This 2K is definitely helpful, but only just for counter. It would be great if maybe this was something else. I just haven't really looked into what else it could be yet, but the 2K really helps. This Frankie ability is really nice, but I don't know when I would want to play him over just being aggressive. You know what I mean? So he's really just a 2K as well. So if you have any ideas on how to improve this list, please let me know in the comments. I would love to just play this deck more. I think it's really fun. The problem on the sim is that a lot of people will instantly leave the game when they see this leader, because it is kind of a meme, but it's Uta, so I'm gonna play it. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like or a comment on what you liked about it, and have a great rest of your day or night.